All right, Indiana Fever, things about to get real. Now, Sophie Cunningham has revealed in the Show Me Something podcast that she's looking for a multi-year contract. Now, the bigger contract will be useful for her because she want to buy a house. Now, I'm just looking at it on the aspect of which team you think will gamble this.
And I think the next team I play for, I want a bigger contract. So then I can buy a house and be homey and cozy. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. That could be the Liberty. It could be New York City. It could also be the Lynx, and it could be Minneapolis. Like, you just don't know.
It could be anywhere.
She said she don't care what team. It could be New York Liberty. It could be Minnesota Lynx. It could be anybody. Anyone who's offering her a multi-year contract, she is willing to leave Indiana Fever. And a lot of fans are a little bit conflicted with this information because they're like, damn, like, you're not really worth this kind of money. And I can argue and say she isn't. Okay, that's one thing I can agree with. I do like Sophie Cunningham. I think she's cool. I love the trio between her, Lexi Hall, and Caitlin Clark. I think they work great on and off the court, but again, you gotta understand that she's just a role player here. Okay, she's not a maxed out player. She's not a player that plays on the maxed out level, so I don't think she would need any of the higher contract. Now, sure, people want more money. I get it. A lot of players want more money, but you have to at least prove that you actually deserve that. I mean, if you look at her stats, it's not really nothing too crazy. I mean, she scores 8.6 points per game, average about 3.5 rebounds per game, and assists is 1.2. She does average with over 80% from the free throw line, shooting about over 40% at the three, and the field goal 46. But again, look at the average point per game. It's only 8.6. Damn near 9 points per game is what she scored averagely within playing 30 games. Okay, now I just don't look at it like this is a player that really deserves a lot of more money. I just don't see it. Now, I would think that Sophie Cunningham, she can get the extra endorsements and sponsorships off the court. It don't have to be on the court. And that's another thing about it too. Like, I think the issue is that she's focusing more on the player aspect of how much she can get from a team, but she's looking at it from a wrong standpoint because there's a lot of more revenue she can make off the court. The endorsement deals, sponsorships, etc. Different types of gigs she can do to end up getting the extra capital that she wants. I don't think she need to look for a bigger contract. I'm just thinking, like, I don't believe that Indiana is going to take that risk of spending extra money on her when they can get other players if they need to. Again, role player at best. Asking for a little extra doesn't seem right. And then also, you got to think about this too. She is coming from a MCL injury, and she's going to be turning 30 next year. So it just comes off like, you're about to be 30 soon. You just came back from MCL and, you're dealing with injuries and a lot of off the court drama. I don't think teams will kind of like take that gamble. I really don't. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but again, I just feel like the Indiana fans going to have to just accept the fact that she's going to be out of here this year. I just don't see her staying. Especially if another team's going to offer that money that she wants. I think she's going to skedaddle and leave Indiana, but I don't think Indiana's going to offer a multi-year contract. I don't think that's going to happen. And for people that think they can't afford to lose Sophie, I promise you can. Like, it's not much of a big deal losing her. I mean, sure, the aesthetics and her with the Instagram and TikToks and stuff like that with the team and stuff like that. Sure, you guys might miss the off the court chemistry between Lexi Hall and Caitlin Clark, but other than that, I definitely can see her leaving Indiana and going to another team if they offer her a bigger deal. But if you guys think she would leave, or which team do you think will offer her that kind of contract? Let me know in the comments below.